I'm back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone from Internet Land. This is CJ back with the Skill Tree Podcast, joined here with MC Adventure again. What's going on, man?
I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing well.
Doing fantastic. A lot of big news this week. It was crazy. Is there a Half-Life 3? And the GTA 6 trailer. Holy crap. What was that?
That was a really good trailer.
What was your thoughts on it?
Oh, it looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
That looks really, really good.
Oh my god. Is it a game you might end up thinking about playing? I know you're not a big GTA game fan, but is that something you'd be?
Probably not the story mission, but online I would.
Yeah.
Because that's one of those games to me that like I played through part of the GTA 5 story mode.
Uh-huh.
And it was the big letdown for me was the controls.
Mm-hmm.
So like all the amount of car chases I needed to do without getting into a wreck, I had to skip so many parts.
Oh, I gotcha.
The controls were pretty bad, but
it can be a tough game.
Oh yeah, but
yeah.
Honestly, like online mode is where I would really, really play because it's like playing with people.
Yeah,
playing with friends.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now you've played a lot of Red Dead, so what are you looking to maybe potentially see as an improvement over Red Dead that you thought that could have been used back then?
I mean, a similar control scheme to Red Dead would be really nice because the controls in Red Dead were pretty smooth. And because Red Dead is newer, so like like GTA 5 came out in 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. So Red Dead came out 5 years later and had better controls, so they probably learned from their past. And I'm hoping that maybe they'll kind of use the same control scheme, make it a little bit easier to drive and everything.
Okay. Now, what did you feel like was they could improve on some aspect of Red Dead that you feel like they can showcase here? What do you
think? That's a good question because I think Red Dead is already a near perfect game.
It's like, how can you already reinvent perfection, right?
I mean, maybe not have any spasming deer at the end that ruin the moment.
No, that could work. I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of that still. I'm there for
Probably
that though.
At launch. I would, yeah.
I'm here for
I
it.
thought that was still.
That is,
yeah.
It's GTA experience, man. I'm all for it.
I mean, I can't really think too much. Like honestly, like what they could do to improve, considering I've only ever played one GTA game. And then I can't really compare it to Red Dead because I played Red Dead a lot more.
Yeah.
Didn't really have any issues with that game.
I thought it looked. I've never seen it. I've been watching trailers for a better part of like 20-25 years, and I've never seen anything like that. That was on another level. Yeah, for GTA 6.
It looks so realistic. Yeah.
Oh, they really did well.
So long. Now I see why it's taking so long.
Now the real question is: are you willing to pay $100 for something like that?
Probably not for Grand Theft Auto. To be fair, because like I said, I'm not too huge in Grand Theft Auto. I recognize the cultural impact, and I don't even have anything powerful enough to play it.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, if I did have a system powerful enough to play it, probably not, unless I knew I was gonna get a ton of enjoyment out of it playing online with people.
Well, you don't have to go too far because I think they said that it was captured on. I know you don't have a PlayStation 5, but you don't have to spend like big PC money. It seems like to play this game because it was captured on PlayStation 5. So it's not that's like the mind blowing thing about it, about that trailer is like I thought it'd be a PlayStation Pro or maybe a high end PC they captured on. No, it was like base PlayStation 5, and I thought it was very impressive. So,
is it coming to any other consoles besides PC and PlayStation?
Xbox X and Series S.
Okay, gotcha. So it's probably definitely going to be downgraded a bit for the Xbox.
For the S, most likely, yeah, because it's not super powerful. But I'm very curious to see what it looks like on the S. You know, so
I've never actually looked at the system specs for the X. So, but I know that it's not as powerful as the PlayStation 5. Correct. That's for sure.
Correct. Yeah. So I'm guessing PlayStation Pro is going to be 60 frames per second. If they're showing 30 frames per second on PlayStation 5 regular. So Pro might be the best way to play it. Though.
Which PS5 does your brother have? The regular or the Pro?
Just base. When we bought it back in 2020. So yeah, they didn't have the Pro back then.
Yeah, gotcha.
That was the first year.
Gotcha.
We're thinking about it. We're thinking about it trading in for a Pro. Honestly,
Pro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd believe it. You're gonna get the disc reader for it too.
Oh yeah,
so that way it doesn't. Yeah.
Because all our games majority of them are physical. Like so.
Oh yeah, of course, physical is the way to go.
Yeah. What do you call it? The Final Fantasy Rebirth. That's a physical game.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's the one I had. The original one that was what was it? Remake was digital because they gave you that game, I think, on PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Plus. Yeah, that was a free game we got actually.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you got to play that game for free then. Nice.
And then we had to pay for Rebirth, but my brother he got it. Yeah, he got. I didn't pay for anything because my brother, that was my Christmas present. So.
Okay, gotcha. Nice.
But he got it he used a credit card and he got like a ridiculous deal. I think he got it for like after credit card like comps and stuff like $20, I think, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
For a game as big as that.
Yeah.
So that's just insane. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to when like the pre-orders open up for Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I want to see if it's going to be a game key card like the rest of the third-party games, or if it's going to be an on-card game. Because if it's a game key card, I'm not sure I'm going to get it.
Yeah, that's I don't see why they couldn't fit it on one disc like what CD Projekt Red did for Cyberpunk. I think it's possible. I don't think it's that big of a game. Is
Cyberpunk the only one that's got it on card?
Only one that I know of. Only one that I know of that confirmed, but I haven't done any research on the other one, so I don't know.
That's embarrassing if that's true, because like Cyberpunk is a massive game.
Well,
you got all the.
It makes sense because it's cheaper if they do the game key card, and that's what a lot of third parties are going to opt to. Because if they were to get like the bigger cartridge, I think it was a 64 gigabyte one, it's going to be like more money that they have to spend per unit sold.
Two options. Do the. I wouldn't mind paying more for an on-card game.
Oh, that could be a workaround.
Yeah, to do both of them. Yeah. Honestly, like I'm not completely opposed. It's just when it's the only option that you have.
Right, for sure.
But yeah, the PlayStation. No, the Grand Theft Auto. Sorry, that's what. I love kind of branching off in conversation.
No, we were gonna get to it. I'm going to Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy the creator said that they look forward to the entire Final Fantasy VII series on Switch 2. So looks like there's plans to put over Rebirth and the third game potentially. So.
Yeah, I did read somewhere that I think they want to put Rebirth on the Switch next year.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, so like give people plenty of time to play the first one, and then they're like, all right, here's the second one.
Yeah.
And then 100%. Maybe by the time that happens, maybe 2 years from now, Final Fantasy VII, whatever that title is going to be, like the third one for Final Fantasy VII, will be available.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long time for Final Fantasy VII third part. They're saying it could take maybe 5 years or 4 or something long.
I mean, as long as they make a good functioning game, that take all the time you need.
Like Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
maybe don't delay it much.
I thought it was very like interesting that they gave us the second trailer after the delay. You know, it's like throwing us a bone, you know? Like, okay, here it is.
They're like, we're very sorry. Here's a trailer for you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's not because the game is broken. It's functional here, but here we gotta fine tune things. Is basically what I'm hearing.
That's exactly what Nintendo did with Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. They announced they were delaying it for another year, and then a few months later, the first full trailer for it came out. It was more like a teaser trailer, but it was the first official trailer for it. That was the one. If you remember that trailer, that was the trailer that spent about 30 seconds to 45 seconds on the murals down below the castle, and then it just shows a little bit of the game, like starting with Link opening the gate. If you remember that one, like pushing open that gate.
I remember.
Yeah, that was a good trailer, and I think that trailer premiered the same day the Queen died.
Oh dang!
The reason I point that out is because the game was called Tears of the Kingdom.
That's right. I remember now. Yeah.
A lot of people are like, that's unfortunate timing right there.
Oh no. Poor Queen.
Yeah. I mean, she was 96, I think.
Lived a long time, man. Wish I can live to 90
That's as old as my great grandma was.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But I haven't been this hyped for video game for GTA 6 since like Tears of the Kingdom. So any Zelda.
Well, yeah, because you grew up on Grand Theft Auto, right?
I've been playing since 2000, whenever Vice City came out. I want to say that's 2002. So I've been kind of like hooked to the series ever since. So.
And you'd say Vice City is the best one, right? That's
my preference. I prefer that one because it's the first one I've ever played, and yeah. So some would say like San Andreas was a better game. I can see that point. So it just was bigger. It was bigger all
I get
around.
It. Yeah. So. Yeah, there's something about like it's pretty common, like whatever the first game you played ends up being your favorite because that's the one that changes your life.
Yeah. It's not like that with Zelda for me. The first game was Link to the Past, but I liked it for a long time until I played Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time easily dethroned it for me. So
that one's your favorite though.
Oh yeah, Ocarina I think
that's the best.
It's that, and also like Tears is also right up there. I know I probably said Tears is the better one.
Yeah.
But it depends. I think on story, Ocarina is better. In terms of gameplay and just expansiveness, I say Tears is better. So it really depends on what you're going for.
Yeah.
I'm split on that one.
Yeah, each of them has their own thing that makes them special.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which I hope the second... I hope GTA 6 has a phenomenal story, but it looks like it's shaping up to be like Bonnie and Clyde situation, and that never ended too well.
That's an interesting story, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't...
I like the relationship duo doing crime together. How romantic.
Yeah, I know. But those never end well, so I don't know. Yeah. Thelma and Louise, all kinds of craziness. So.
Yeah, I have a feeling they may not make it to the end of the story.
Yeah, could be one of them stories.
I imagine that you have to drive off the cliff into while There Goes My Hero plays.
Into a gator's mouth or something. You have to do Florida style.
That's right. It does take place in Florida, technically.
Yeah. Man, I've seen some
Did
clips.
they say it is in Florida?
Huh?
Because I know they say Los. I know. Like, did they say it takes place in Florida specifically? Because I know they make up those towns and cities, like in Red Dead and
it's
GTA.
Florida.
So
yeah, there's a lot of a lot of landmarks are like based off of like real stuff that I know of.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was just wondering if like they named it Florida in the game, or if it's once again it's like if it's a city.
It's Leonida.
Like
it's Leonida, named after like Leon County, which is also named after Ponce de Leon. So
okay, gotcha.
So that's where it's going from. So you're gonna hear Leonida as in place of Florida, but it's Florida.
it's like Los Santos, which is like Los Angeles.
Right, correct. Yep.
Yeah, gotcha.
And Liberty City is basically New York City.
Yeah. So. Alrighty. Well, I look forward to watching you play it. Maybe. Oh no.
I hope I can be able to play, because if I don't have anything other than a PlayStation 5, I don't know what I'm going to use. I don't know what, because PC is not going to be out. They didn't say PC's coming out that same time as the consoles, and they usually delayed about a year for the ports for PCs.
Yeah. Here's an idea. Like, you're talking about getting a PS Pro, PS5 Pro, and it's like maybe it's something you and your brother could split the cost for. Like, maybe both of you start setting aside $20 every paycheck, and that's going to add up pretty quickly in a year.
Yeah.
So that's like, it's like, I assume you probably get paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks.
That's a potential. Yeah.
Yeah, you put together $40 every 2 weeks. Every month, that's going to equate to $80. And then like 12 months later, how much money you got there?
So, quite a bit. Good chunk.
Too lazy to do the math. Let me pull up the calculator here. And the PlayStation 5 Pro is like what, $700?
Yep, $699.
Okay, so 12 times 80. Yeah, that's $960. Like in a year from now, like if you each put $20 every 2 weeks down, and you both split, you both just share the console together, then you both could have $960 in a year.
That could work. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, which is, I believe, $480 a piece.
I mean, depends on how it also runs on the S, because the S I think would be like the cheaper option for me. If that's the case. I don't mind playing at lower res, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need absolute high resolution on my stuff. I just want to be able to play some of these games.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of looking at a Great Circle, and I'm going like, this game could have probably been released on the Switch. Just get rid of the ray tracing.
Yeah, easily.
Because like the ray tracing is what was making it impossible for it to be on the Switch. That's what they said. It was like, then just turn it off. Like,
yeah, easily.
Take it out of the game. We don't need the most high definition.
Yeah, I'm not too. It helps with visual and fidelity, but I don't think it's something that's game breaking for me. You know what I
mean? No, I mean I really honestly don't see it much of a difference when you turn it off. Yeah. Because I remember when Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach came out. Yeah. Like, ray tracing was automatically turned on PC, and even computers that could run ray tracing couldn't even run that. Yeah, and then when they turned it off, the game ran Yes. Yep. Yeah. But honestly, like the game looked no different when you turned off ray tracing.
Yeah, it's a subtle thing. You kind of you have to be like used to like gaming to like experience that and see the difference, you know.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you have to like be really into gaming to like spot these things. And sometimes the average person's not gonna know. Like, they have to do side by side still shots. They don't really care.
Yeah, I'm more of a casual gamer. I'm not like a pro gamer. Yeah, I mean, I'll say I'm definitely definitely pretty good at some games, but I'm not like a pro by any means.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm pretty good at Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but there are people who are absolutely better than me.
There's gods on that game for sure. There's every day I see something new from shorts or something.
They're very playable, but yeah, they get off the Great Island with 4 hearts, and they have quick, and then they immediately go and they keep them.
A lot of practice, man.
Yeah.
Easily.
How do you even get down? How do you even get down there without the paraglider?
No clue. Not the clue.
Oh my word! Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's if you practice and you go to forums where people have already pieced this together, you can kind of like speed track it for yourself, and just say this is my plan of attack. I'm going to do this, and then execute on it. Just if you don't get it, just keep doing it. Just keep practicing. So
me, I would probably like. I would, if I did it, I would have to like basically get to the point where I get the paraglider and then go fight.
Yeah, easily.
But like, there's no way I'll ever beat the world record for that game.
No, not at all. So we're how many days away from Fantasy Life?
E-11 days.
11 days. Nice.
I think it's a little bit earlier for you. You are T-, what is today, the night? T-9 days, I think.
I gotta buy it in this weekend at least. Otherwise, I might miss out on the pre-order bonus.
Yeah, I believe Melody and I have to pay for it on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, okay, cool.
Yeah, so get that paid for, and then 2 weeks. No, in a little over a week and a half, we will be living the fantasy life.
Yeah, I see a lot of people aren't really talking about that game though. I think it's very niche right now, but hopefully it's like one of those sleeper hits, that come out of nowhere. That's what I'm banking on.
For sure. So. And we'll make it famous.
Yeah,
we'll make it famous
for sure. I love the optimism.
A lot of people a lot of people start out their YouTube careers playing some obscure games.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's what makes them so unique. So that draws people to them. So
like Fortnite, a lot of people who started that game was like dying. Like they had to pivot that game, and those who like started to just play the hell out of it from the early go, they reaped all the rewards on Fortnite. So you never know, man. You never know what's going to be the next big thing.
But yeah, I never would have thought anything about Fantasy Life unless I met you and Melody in particular, like explaining the game and thinking like, oh, this actually sounds like a lot of fun.
And as big as
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, as big as Animal Crossing was, I think this was a good segue into Animal Crossing. A lot of people who picked that up.
Yeah, and this is something that I was talking about on stream. Like when I was playing Animal Crossing on stream, I was thinking like there needs to be some kind of adventure function in here too.
Yeah.
To add a little bit of excitement to the game because it's like something optional basically, but that would be nice. But like for people who want a little bit more in the game, like me, like I need a little bit more excitement in it. I did like the game. I'm gonna try to keep playing it, but like needed something to just kind of stimulate my brain a little bit more. And Fantasy Life looks like it's gonna do exactly what I was thinking about for Animal Crossing. So
yeah,
very, very hyped for that.
Has a good RPG element to it for sure.
Yes. I want to fight a dragon with you too.
Nice. I'm thinking about being the wizard though.
I feel like we're not. Oh yeah? Not the fisherman? Yes.
No, when we go out the valley, I can't go on as a. You remember you have like warrior class, and then you have the gathering classes. So you have to pick.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you're a wizard fisherman then?
I guess that's what you call it. Which I'm already like that in real life. Oh. I'm the only one that catches fish. It must be magic. So, yeah.
I mean, I see you fishing. I see you fishing in Minecraft. Just about every game that has fishing in it, we're like, CJ's gonna be fishing in it.
If only I can catch spell books in real life,
Yeah.
Too funny.
Watch as that happens now, because you just never know what you're gonna catch.
Hey, you never know. So,
just as long as that book doesn't have a face on it and just makes noises when you open it, I'd probably stay away from something like that.
So we have 3 concurrent viewers right now. That's perfect segue into Half-Life 3.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Oh my!
I like this idea.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, guys. I'm just kidding. I'll believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. There's been so many rumors and stupid things about Half-Life 3. I've given up, kind of a semi given up on the game. Like it's been so long.
I agree. I've heard about it for years, but I know YouTube kind of went nuts about this rumor in particular because it was coming from a very credible source.
Yeah, good leaker.
Someone who has someone who has leaked Valve projects for years. And this leaker is at it again. So they're saying they're getting ready to surprise us with it. So, which is kind of a Valve thing to do. Right.
I feel like that guy is gonna have a short life. I feel like Gabe Newell is hiring, you know what, to take care of him.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, going up against Gabe Newell.
Just gonna sit on him.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've delayed it another 10 days.
Oh no. What have you done?
Yeah, it was kind of BS, you know, how they said they were gonna do the whole reason why they went episodic content was to release the game faster because it would take so long to come out with a sequel. So that's where they came up with the episodic thing, where it's like episode 1, episode 2. Whole point was just to make it streamlined and get the product out to the customer quicker. And then they leave us on. You saw? Were you on the stream when I did episode 2? You were here, right?
I think I was. How did it end again? Because that was a while ago.
Eli got killed, which is Alex's dad, by one of the bosses in the game, and that's how it ended. We're supposed to go to a place.
Oh, geez.
Where the Borealis is. Let's see what kind of weapon they have there, or something that they couldn't go into Combine hands. And then before we took off for that, it freaking went to hell and killed off one of the main characters.
Oh boy!
And we've been on a freaking cliffhanger ever since. So,
man, maybe they decided, let's just make the whole game, and they just spent years working on it, in secret. Which that would be interesting if they did do that. I don't know, just a thought.
Maybe. Well, the joke is when Grand Theft Auto 6 heard that Half-Life 3 was coming out this year, they delayed the game.
we can't have any big games come out after GTA 6. Everything has to come out before GTA 6.
Could you imagine a year where you had GTA 6 and Half-Life 3 in the same year? It would have been a nutty year.
Oh,
absolutely nutty year. For me as a gamer,
good year for game.
Oh, it'd be one of the perfect games years for me, because those are 2 games I'm highly interested in.
It's it doesn't matter. If those are the only 2 games that came out that year, that would be a good year for gaming.
Oh, easily.
Especially if both games are good.
Oh, easily. 100% on that.
Which I have a feeling GTA 6 will be good.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw part of the story for GTA 5, and I thought it was pretty good.
I haven't finished 5, so I don't know.
I don't know how it ends either.
Yeah, that's when I'm going back to play. My plan before GTA 6 is released, I'm gonna play all of the 3D era, 2D era, then 3D era, then HD era, and up till 6. So.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so it's
how many of those games are there?
So do you understand how they structure each universe in GTA? So the first two games, they're top down games, and they're called the 2D era, right? So when you got what's up 2D, W? Right? Yeah, 2D. So when you go to PlayStation 2, GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas is considered the 3D era. So that's when they went to 3D, right?
Okay.
And then anything after that, GTA 4, 5, and now 6 is considered the HD era. So we're still in the HD era right now.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's how it goes until they change things again.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. I was about to say, like, what was 6 again? That's still the HD era. Man, what's gonna be the VR era next?
Oh, I hope not. What's going on, Riri? What's going on?
Imagine getting into a car crash in VR. That'd probably be pretty terrifying.
I don't want to imagine it.
No, I've been in a couple car accidents myself. They're not fun.
Same, couple myself as well.
I need to be in third person. While and the VR car crash does not be fun at all.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's kind of. So the funny thing is, how long is it going to take before GTA 7 comes out then? Because it seems like the time frame in between games gets longer after each game.
It will be. It looks like that way. It looks to be the case.
It's probably going to be at least twice as long.
As 8-Ball says, all signs points to yeah.
Yeah. Like it'll have been a 13-year gap between the release of GTA 5 and then 6.
They skipped the whole generation.
Yeah, they really did.
No PlayStation 4 game from them. Except for Red Dead. You can say Red Dead was it. So
yeah, that's true.
Red Dead 2 was
that's probably one of the reasons why. But then they kind of got a little lazy and just started re-releasing GTA 5 on multiple consoles as they came out.
That makes sense. I mean, might as well new consumer base. Might as well capitalize on a game that you already have to put in the infrastructure.
I'm not opposed to re-releases. In fact, I encourage it because people want to keep playing these games.
Yeah, easily.
I'm just dying for them to release Red Dead 2 on the Switch.
Yeah. Oh, you guys should play A Way Out together. A Way Out, yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking about getting Split Fiction. I hear good things about that studio. So
The Way Out.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
I never played any of the GTA games, but I keep hearing that they will take a very long time to come out.
Ooh.
Yeah, they do tend to take a while to come out because they're just doing stuff on another level that no other studios like attempting right now. So
interesting.
They're trying to make things as polished as there's a lot of systems. As you saw from the trailer, if you watched the last trailer, there's a lot of systems going on. So.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at A Way Out, like what the game was about.
Yeah. So like Prison Break kind of thing, right?
Yes. Yeah. I like that. I like this idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing Connect 4.
Oh, jeez.
I like this. It kind of reminds me of The Escapists. I don't know if you ever played that game.
Yeah, actually, I think one of my friends had gotten it for me. I think I have it here. I don't remember. Let me check.
Is that a multiplayer game?
I want to say it is.
That would be fun. Yeah, is the.
I think I have it on. I think it's on Epic for me, honestly.
Okay, so it's in the second one because it's not in the first one. It's in the second one.
Oh, it's in the second one. Okay, gotcha.
But that would be a fun game to play too. Like Prison Break stuff was fun.
Prison Break is a pretty good game. I know people who play the hell out of that. Escapist. The Escapist, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you on that too about the Half-Life. I always take rumors with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Some with a few more grains as well too. Like if they come from credible sources.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's usually a grain of salt. So, but yeah, this is one of those where I just taking it with a grain of salt for sure. Mm-hmm. I just like that phrase too.
So W said he made some chicken Alfredo in this economy, and I did pretty good. Congratulations. That's too funny.
Cheese these days.
It's funny. I was thinking about making pasta today. It's funny you mentioned that. And then Alfredo, too. I was looking at the Alfredo jar. I'm like, should I make some today?
Chicken Alfredo sounds really good right now, too.
Just Alfredo, no chicken.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No clucks.
Alfredo in general is really good.
What's chicken Alfredo? It's one of the heavenly pastas, cornerstone of any Italian meal. That manicotti, lasagna. What am I missing here? Spaghetti and meatballs.
Is there such a thing as beef Alfredo?
I would think so.
Yeah, because I love beef, like ground beef. So like I feel like that would be really good in Alfredo.
I'll look us recipe. Yep, ground beef Alfredo. Ground beef typically. Yeah, I can see working. Yum yum yum.
Oh man.
You gonna eat chicken?
Yeah, I had when I was up in Michigan a couple weeks ago, I had an Alfredo like pasta meal that it had the Alfredo pasta stuff, but it had ground beef in it and then mushrooms. It's like, oh, so good.
Nice.
I like messy food.
Riri only eats ramen. Ramen is if I can have a choice to eat one meal, it'd be ramen. Honestly, I love ramen.
Ramen's good.
Ramen's my best.
Diss on ramen. I know.
Yeah, ramen's the best, man.
Yeah.
All right, W. Have a good one. Catch you later.
Thanks for stopping by, W.
The dub.
Riri, what's your favorite ramen flavor?
Ooh.
What's your favorite ramen flavor, CJ? Was it beef?
Beef. I had a beef. I went to. It's maybe not the best place to get it, but there's a ramen shop in the Sawgrass Mills. So if you guys ever in like Sunrise, Florida, go to the Sawgrass Mills, it's a shopping mall, and the food court has like a ramen shop that's pretty legit. Get the beef bowl ramen. Oh my god, it was phenomenal broth. It's one of the best ramen. I've had a lot of like high-end ramen restaurants, and nothing touches that one for some reason. So
I've never had like real ramen. I've only ever had the ramen that you put in the microwave.
Oh no, that's nothing, man.
There's actually an Asian restaurant opening up like a couple miles down the road from me. That's a pretty high-end one. I forget the name of it. I'm not too well accustomed to Asian restaurants. I don't really go to too many of them because they're all kind of downtown from me. Not too many near me at all.
Gotcha.
But been wanting to try more Asian food and really want to try dongos.
Oh yeah, find one where you get both. You get dongos as appetizer and then the ramen as your main course.
Yeah, I need to try that. I need to try the dongos, ramen. I need to try pho. I think that's how it was pronounced.
Pho, yeah, pho is good.
I need to try pho. Yeah.
Nobody laughed at me when I said pho.
She laughed at me too. I said pho as well.
Everyone says pho. I went to the restaurant. I said pho, and they did not correct me. I was like, okay, I'm saying it right. And I was like, no one corrected me. So I'm like, that's such a tourist.
Well, they probably. They probably were like, this guy right here.
They're just like, you know what? I just want your money. Get the hell out, tourist.
Judging. Yeah, silently judging.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like, I'll take your money and then you get out of here and never come back.
It was phenomenal. There was a restaurant in like Gainesville, Florida, near like University of Florida, like has really legit pho. It was phenomenal.
Man. Yeah, I really need to try it. I need to check to see when that restaurant is opening. I know like they're constructing those. There's 3 restaurants they're building. They're building that Asian restaurant. I'll get the name of it. I can't remember what it was. But I'd never heard of it until I think today or yesterday. Like my brother was telling me about it. But they're also building a Chipotle and a Chick-fil-A. And those buildings are going up really fast. So
yeah, I
assume that the other restaurants going up as well too.
Chipotle is one of my favorites. Chick-fil-A, I get it. It's a great chicken sandwich, but I ate it so much in school. It's like I have some like resistance to it now. I was like I get sick when I see it. Yeah.
My brother's the opposite. He had to quit eating Chick-fil-A because he got it for lunch just about every day down at school.
Yeah,
and he's like, if I'm not careful, I will get addicted to them again. So,
oh, I see.
So he's trying to avoid as well. So
yeah.
But CJ, it's the Lord's chicken.
Cal telling me to eat more chicken with a misspelled chicken. I don't know. It seems a little sus to me. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
But
what was some other news? So still no update on whether Great Circle will come out.
No, nothing yet.
Still waiting on that.
You might want to wait until next month. Next month, there's going to be a lot of updates and a lot of like announcements.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking like if they're going to announce it, they'll probably announce it when the console is out.
Yes.
Or maybe they'll just surprise everyone and they'll come out with it like a few days before launch or a few days after.
Well, the launch is what, the 5th. So Summer Games Fest is the next day, which is the 6th, D-Day. So you might hear something
maybe
then.
They'll announce it then.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that for Xbox, like Summer Games Fest? Like that stuff?
It's basically, you remember E3? Remember how E3 was?
Oh yeah, I remember you told me this. Yeah.
Yeah, E3 was kind of like, so this is like an event started by a guy named Jeff Keighley, and he kind of wanted to take over from E3 because they stopped E3 like a few years ago. It was too expensive for some companies, so they decided not to even show up. And it got to the point where nobody was really showing up, so they decided just to cancel it outright indefinitely.
Yeah.
So
that's sad. E3 is a big deal.
Is it bad that I've never had Chick-fil-A? I don't know how you spell it. It ain't bad. I can totally get it. Like certain areas, like you either have Chick-fil-A or you don't have Chick-fil-A. So I can totally get certain area. Like when I grew up in South Florida, we didn't really have Chick-fil-A. We have something called Pollo Tropical. I don't know if you ever heard of Pollo Tropical.
I've never had it, but tropical chicken sounds really good.
It's phenomenal. It's grilled chicken. They also have a lot of like Caribbean style like dishes. If you're ever in South Florida or anywhere that has Tallahassee doesn't have Pollo Tropical, I think last time I was there. Really good restaurant.
Okay.
Highly recommend. Tastes amazing.
One of these days I do want to come down there just for a vacation. Yeah. Like I went down there twice last year for work, but even though it was work, I had a ton of fun down there.
Yeah, it's nice environment.
It's very nice down.
Yeah. What month did you come?
I was kind of in the Bradenton.
Yeah.
The first time I came down was beginning of April. And then came down and then flew down in June as well. So
which month did you prefer, April or June?
So I haven't been down there. Honestly, I can't pick. They were both nice. Hot weather really doesn't bother me too much.
Oh,
so yeah? I noticed it was noticeably hotter when I went down there in June.
Yes, it is.
But the funny thing is, like my hometown up here was actually hotter the whole time I was down there.
Yeah. What was the humidity? You had more humidity?
It was more humid, yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
It was like, when I was down there in Florida, it was upper 80s. Humidity was kind of low.
Yeah.
But up in my town in Indiana, it was mid 90s to upper 90s. Humidity was very, very soupy.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so it was more Florida up in my area than it was down where I was.
Yeah, in June it's starting to get into like that really hot time for us, that really humid time. May, June. You want it beginning of June or ending of June?
Yeah, I gotcha.
It
was still pretty nice, and I was wearing long sleeve stuff too, because you got to wear long sleeve when you're working on building things. So.
Yeah, I know.
And honestly, it didn't bother me too much. So I had to the point I actually have to be careful when it's really, really hot, because like I said, the heat doesn't really bother me too much, but it is bothering me. I just don't realize it.
Have any of you had Nando's? I don't know. Is that a restaurant or a type of dish? I don't know.
I can't say that I have either.
No, I've never even heard of it.
Because I think you said you live in the UK, right, Riri?
Oh, okay. So that's somewhere else. Okay, I see. That's
Yeah. So it may not. It may be a UK restaurant.
Oh, I've never had Nando's. It sounds like something non-bread is more like Indian style stuff, or is it just called Nando's?
It's in some states. Let me see here. Let me just take a look here.
I've never heard of. At least in Florida, I've never heard of it. Nando's, Nando.
It's a South African fast casual restaurant chain specializing in flame grilled peri peri chicken and other dishes.
I don't think I've ever had South African food.
No, I can't. I haven't either.
Okay, there's one in Canada.
They offer chicken beyond chicken. They offer sandwiches, salads, and platters.
Yeah, they're not in my state. It's in Washington, D.C., Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, Texas, and Virginia. That's why I've never heard of it. They'd do good in South Florida. If they open a restaurant like that in like Miami, they'd make a killing because people love spices down there.
Let me see here. Yeah.
All right, thanks for letting me know. But if I'm ever in Texas or something, I'll have to check it out.
Oh, Chicago's hogging all of them. Chicago has 3 of them.
And they're having all the damn popes and everything.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of the Pope. Let me see if I can try to find it. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, I saw a picture of the Pope as well. Hold on. Here.
With everything like Chicago Cubs, deep dish pizza on all kinds.
Oh, no, I saw something different here.
Did you see
There
it?
you go.
Let me see this. I'm going to put it up on stream. Is it something okay?
Probably. I don't know.
All right,
you can take a look at it and see for yourself if you want.
Let me take a look. 1 second. He does look like Darth. I'm putting this on there. Putting this on. This is irrelevant.
He really does look like Palpatine.
He is the Emperor. He's come to destroy Christianity.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm on to you, sir. I'm just kidding.
We have a crusade against the church. No.
He does look like, holy moly.
I know.
I thought, what was it, Pope Benedict? Pope Benedict I thought looked like Sidious. It's just me.
Yeah.
Oh,
some of the popes look a little bit unsettling. I'm just gonna say that.
Let me see. Which was Pope Benedict? Which one was
Pope? Francis kind of looked off a little bit to me.
That is too hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benedict looked like one of the Sith Lords to me. That's just me. The Islamics are taking over.
I don't know. It's a mirror. It's an absolute mirror image.
That is
corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures.
That is too funny. That is absolutely hilarious. This picture. Oh, I do like his name though. Pope Leo the 14th is a really cool name. I was like, I knew those Roman numerals because I played Final Fantasy 14. I was like, oh, no, those Roman numerals. Oh, yeah. That's 14. All right.
Roman numerals are really fun. I like Roman numerals. Yeah. I wish they were still widely used. Because even though I can read them, it takes me a few seconds to read them. But I mean, like, if they were around more often, like, I'd be able to just look at them and go, oh, yeah, 14.
Yeah.
But I know 1 through 9 very, very easily because of Star Wars. Not acknowledging that the Disney trilogy is canon. I'm just saying, like, those Roman numerals did kind of get cemented into my brain. So.
Yeah, easily. Oh man, Pope. This is popery.
Yeah.
Riri's like, what is this tomfoolery I have witnessed?
Ever hear the tragedy of Darth Francis the Wise?
Oh dear, jeez.
because the reason is because like Darth Plagueis was Palpatine's master. So like he came before him. So it was like Francis came before Leo.
I know. I figured.
So I thought not. It's a story the church would not tell you. It's a pagan legend.
Can I be taught these ways? Can I be shown these ways? Not from a pagan. Too funny.
Oh, you gotta have a little humor.
Oh my god, you have to.
Oh yeah, here, check this out here.
Which one?
I noticed that.
The year is 2005, Pope just died, but you're excited to see Vengeance in theaters. Year is 2025, the Pope just died, and you're excited to see Vengeance at the theater. Hey! They say it's cyclical. Life is cyclical. Hey, that is actually kind of interesting. That's a very interesting pattern right there. Never even thought of that.
History repeats itself.
I'm telling you.
History repeats itself.
What will we know in 20 years?
Yeah, I remember back in in 1989, Indiana Jones and Batman were Indiana Jones and Batman were in theaters, and then in 2023, even though they were fake, they were fake Indiana Jones, and even though they played by the original actors, but like the Batman was just wrong in the Flash, but but yeah, Indiana Jones and Batman were in theaters in 2023.
Oh man. Well, the amount of times they're re-releasing movies and redoing movies and remaking movies, it's inevitable, so.
Yeah. Can you tell me what kind of fish this is?
Let me take a look.
This was sitting in the grass along the shoreline of the lake at the camp that I work at.
Looks like a type of
I know it's a catfish. It's a catfish. I was just wondering, like, what kind of catfish is it?
It's just a regular freshwater catfish, it looks like.
Yeah. A dead one. I thought that was wild.
You don't want to get stung by those things. You see his pec fin there?
No idea.
Yeah. That's one bone. It'll just go right through you, man, when you're holding him. I've been stung by the little ones, and oh boy, the little ones hurt. Oh yeah.
That one probably was about a 7-pound one, I'd say, because I caught a 7-pound one, and this was about the same size as that.
Yeah.
One time, and I'm amazed I didn't get stung by it because I had to hold it down while my brother tried to get the hook out of it. So, yeah.
Let me touch. Held for review. Why is it held for? I don't know why the auto mod did that to you. Shouldn't be.
The mod fine. Goes nuts sometimes.
I'll show it. Let me test. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, you don't want you trust me. The saltwater ones, you get stung. There's like a mild poison in there. You really feel it.
Man. Oh geez,
it sucks.
Oh geez, is it something you have to go to the hospital for?
It depends if you're like allergic to something like that, or you react poorly to it. Potentially, I can see that, but for me, it was just like very like numbing, and it sucked.
Okay, gotcha.
So what you do, you take some of the slime off the fish and kind of rub it on the area because the slime is kind of makes him kind of immune to his own like poison and stuff like that. So. It kind of helped. I don't know how true it is. It still hurt like hell, honestly. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Stings are not fun in general.
Yeah, for sure. But did you hear anything about what happened to Apple?
No.
They lost a court case. So the court case was a lot of developers got together to sue Apple for like controlling the market in a way. So what? You have to pay like 30% to Apple when you sell like stuff online on their app store.
Yeah.
So some companies found ways to kind of collect payment off the app store, like away. And Apple was like, no, you need to pay us, even though your transaction took place off the app store. You need to pay us money. So they took them to court, and the developers who took them to court won. So Apple no longer is required to like force them to fork over money that's collected off the App Store, which I thought was a big win for a lot of things, because they kind of went to war with Epic for that, because Epic said like, hey, what you're doing is like unfair practices. Like you shouldn't be
Epic
like
Games.
Epic Games. That's why you don't see Fortnite on mobile anymore, or you don't see the Epic Game Store on well, at least Apple Mobile. In this country. In other countries, it is available in the App Store, but not for us. It is available on App Store on Android, but that's a whole, it's Android, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's a different company.
Different company altogether.
Yeah,
so yeah, it's Apple being kind of greedy. I can understand, like, if you have a transaction take place off app, I get you're basically created the infrastructure. Yeah, I get that though, but you shouldn't be like forcing people to always pay you, no matter where transaction play. I think that's
and 30% is a lot. 30% is a lot too.
It's a lot, yeah, it's a lot.
It's like for every dollar they get 30 cents out of it.
But you can make the argument that's their infrastructure, so they put the time and energy to cultivate it. So in a way, they are entitled.
That's true.
Yeah. So
they get to name their price.
But I found it was funny that they found ways around. People always find ways around things, like loopholes, and they're trying to say that you owe us. Like, I mean, look at like when they banned like alcohol in this country. The way around it, like what people are doing was basically, okay, you have a sandwich. We're selling a sandwich, but we're giving you an alcoholic beverage. We're not technically selling you directly, and that basically bypasses the Volstead Act, which I thought was hilarious.
And you basically like charge. You could charge like for the sandwich, like a sandwich. Maybe this was back during Prohibition era. You're saying?
Yeah, right, correct. The 20s.
Yeah. You just sell like, let's say a sandwich back then is like a quarter.
Yeah.
Thinking about money back then, and then a bottle of whiskey or something back then was maybe like $2.
You upcharge the sandwich,
and then it's like, all right, we're gonna charge you $2.25 for this sandwich, and we'll throw in a free bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, they're so resilient, man. Business owners, they'll find a way, man. They'll find a way.
Like, no, we're charging $2.25 for the sandwich, and then we throw in a free bottle of whiskey. Is the sandwich overpriced? No, we're just charging for the sandwich.
But yeah, going back to the Apple thing, I think it's a big win for developers. That means more money towards them. I feel like if you are making money off the App Store and you don't have another way to collect payment offsite, you're supposed to pay Apple 30%. But Apple shouldn't go into your pocket if you made a sale like offsite.
They're not entitled to that. No, it's outside of their realm. They're not entitled to it.
Like for example, you go to an auction, like a livestock auction, you see like somebody didn't make a sale, but then you go off-site, like maybe to a private home or something like that for that same animal, like that didn't sell, and you made a deal there. Like the auction house is not entitled to that sale. You know what I mean? So if it's not okay, if it's okay there, then why is it not okay on the App Store? So I see the argument there.
Yeah.
Craziness. All right. I think that's it for now. I think we've been going about an hour. I think that's pretty good. I would say that's a good cutoff point right there.
Yeah, it's usually about how most podcasts are.
Yeah, so
Robin Hood Men in Tights is free on YouTube.
Oh Lord.
That's a good movie.
YouTube does not love Brave browser because Brave browser has the ad block built into it. There's no extension, and every time I try to watch a free movie, it's like this browser's not supported. I'm like, damn you, man.
Of course, yeah.
So I have to watch it on like some like Chrome based like browser like Edge or Chrome.
At some point, if you keep screwing with your user base, like they're gonna abandon you. Like you will reach a tipping point.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, it may be years down the line right now, but it's like it's getting to a point where it's really affecting creators now. And if it's gonna really tick off the creators, imagine how it's gonna affect like the user base.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of good movies available for free on YouTube right now too.
They had There Will Be Blood.
Have you ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
No, I haven't. I always wanted to try that. Watch that actually.
Watch both of them. Watch both of them while they're available on YouTube. They're so good.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I don't know if you ever read the book.
Never.
I don't know if you ever read the book. Okay, so the book is a little bit different. So the book is made up story. Like, it's a grandfather telling his grandkids the story of the town of Chew and Swallow, where it rained food.
Nice.
And then, like, every day, 3 times a day, it rained different foods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then one day, no one knows exactly why it started happening, but the food weather started getting more intense. The food started getting bigger and bigger. And soon they started having, like, spaghetti tornadoes and all kinds of stuff. Like, so it was and then they had to leave the town. It was a pretty good book. The movie is a little bit different. It's an inventor that creates a machine that can rain food. And they're delightful movies. Very, very delightful movies.
Do you know what year the book came out?
The book is old. Might have come out. Let me see. Cloudy.
Because that's probably why
a chance of meatball. Book release date. Book came out August 1978.
Oh, so I was a kid when that was on. I never even heard of it growing up. Whoops.
It's a good book. Yeah. And it was made by the same people who made the movie. The movie was made by the same people who made the Lego movie.
I gravitated to Dr. Seuss a lot. I was like big on Dr. Seuss as a kid. I love this stuff.
It kind of it's got the wackiness a little bit like it's a little wacky like Dr. Seuss, but not stylized like Dr. Seuss.
Right.
But no, I feel like you'd like this movie. It's delightful.
I'll check it out.
Mr. T is in it.
Oh, the actual Mr. T, Pity the Fool guy.
Yeah. he voices Earl the cop.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love him.
Yeah, and Earl's he's an overly intense cop.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll probably check that.
Yeah. Do it before they remove those movies. Right, both of them are on there, and both of them are pretty good.
Oh, I was gonna actually, is the sequel like good? Usually sequels aren't that great.
Usually they're not, but the second one was really good.
Okay. All right. I'll probably check it out. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna come back around 9:00, and then farming what we need to do, and you know what, and then that should be it for the podcast today, this week. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Podcast is every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna come back, like I said, around 9:00. I'm gonna start Minecraft and try to get some stuff situated there. Hopefully, get you guys your netherite pickaxe with all your enchantments on it.
I'll be happy to assist you if you need any help with the nether.
I need a mending book so bad.
I'll see if I can find one for you while you do the netherite.
I've only found one mending book this entire time I've been like trying for enchantments.
Don't worry, we'll find one.
Terrible, Ernie. Terrible.
Oh
my goodness.
Alrighty then.
All right,
I'll see you here in a little bit.
All right, Riri, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back in a few an hour or so if you can stop by if you want to. What time in hours is 9 p.m. for you guys? What time?
Here in an hour.
In about
53
an hour.
minutes.
About an hour for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. Catch you all later. All right, MC. I'll see you in a bit.
Yep. See ya.
All right.